Namaskar. Welcome back, friends. Once again, I welcome you on this TCC platform with a new podcast. And today we are very fortunate and very happy to have with us Mr. Shivashish Chakraborty. He is a person who is an achiever throughout his whole career. He has been doing a lot of things. He has been a leader, a business leader, nurturing various talents, spotting talents, and has been traveling across the globe on topics like various practices like wellness as well as hospitality. He is our a dear acquaintance and a very good friend of us. Has been with us for has been in this corporate world in this sector for the last 23 or more years, and has been a self achiever, which is very important to note because we would be discussing the context for our discussion today would be on that background also. So, without much ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Shivashish Chakraborty. Sir, very good afternoon and welcome on this channel and welcome on this podcast. And we appreciate the time that you have given to us. So, viewers, we would also like to request you. See, we are all coming, trying to uh, portray some good aspects of life, portray some basic principles that we like to, mitigate throughout our journey. So do please like and share all these videos, this podcast, and also please share your comments so that we learn from those things and we incorporate the ideas that are there. So Shivashish, welcome. So
Sure.
today our topic has been mapping talent, identifying talent, and then identifying the correct course of a career. So it's a lot of to do with matching your talent and uh, course, a sort of a career course in future.
Agreed,
So
agreed.
just you can start from the very basic principle as to the difference maybe between talent and how to
Hmm.
identify that and create
Hmm.
a course and a career out of that. So
Correct,
maybe
correct.
catch them young principle. So over to you, sir.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Shudiptada. Thank you for having me on board. And it's a pleasure, obviously, because just having knowledge or experience and not able to share that on a right platform where, seekers are coming and available, that experience actually of no use. If we have experience, we should be sharing with the seekers through the platform like which you have created. Thank you so much for creating this, and I would love to keep talking to your viewers with my area of expertise or subject. Right. So as Sudipta said to all viewers, our subject is very deep. Actually, one session cannot cover everything. Today I'll go through few points, basically few junctions, and maybe we need more session between junction connecting roads because we need to go a little deeper understanding of it, right? So when you talk about talent, I see God has given, or Almighty God has given talent to everyone to an extent. Somebody having multiple talents, someone with one. The percentage of the perfection of the talent differs, but everybody has that. Where we face challenge, Shilpi, what I have seen throughout my early career to this career and being a family man as well. First thing, uh, there is a pre-planned picture or road been created in front of the kids to youngsters, and that is where actual talent sometimes can't get matched. Right? So that is where the social learning for parents or guardians comes into play. So I'll come little more practical numbers rather than only theories and soft areas. Age till age 7, don't touch kids. Let them do whatever. Don't touch the God's creation. Okay. After that, a real observation starts from there. 7 till 13, another 6 years is a deeper observation. Before that, we all get overwhelmed with many things they do, but those are not
Mm,
all real talents at in end of the day, right? Sometimes they are good
mhm,
but cannot focus there. Sometimes they want to focus, maybe good, but the circumstances doesn't allow to excel in that particular expertise. So till 7, let a kid blossom as he or she wants. Let them try, let them break things, let them learn themselves. Okay, and from that time only, we should remember that don't create the road for the kids. Create the kid,
mm,
or get ready the kid for the road of the life. Now,
mm,
observation starts from 7, 8 till age 13, where you should not only see the talent which God given, but how much effort that boy or girl is putting into that particular talent. Can
mm,
they tirelessly work on that particular aspect? It could be art,
mm,
sports, craft, study. If it is study, then which
mm,
subject? If it is subject, let me go deeper. If it is
mm,
subject, then in the subject, which part of the subject? And if it is
mm,
so, after reading, after completing the task, is he still thinking
mhm,
about it, or he gone out of it? So if he has gone out
mm,
of it, it's a temporary love.
mm.
He will
Correct.
not able to go much deeper in future. But after completing that
Correct.
subject, if still he is thinking about it, asking about it, searching about it, questioning about it, yes, then he's that subject is, is in possibly in the DNA. Fine. So that observation for them is required. For kid from that 7 8 age, we have to ask them to take decisions, small decisions, because the real decision would
Mm,
be taken after, actually, junction of that, age 16, 18, 20, real decision. But from there, from class 7 8, they have to start taking small decisions to understand that, or to realize that, do I understand the fact of the real life, which is outside of me,
mm,
external world? Do I understand all these combination chemistry? If not,
mm,
help them. After 13, 14, we have to guide them to understand everything you cannot excel. One can be passion,
mm,
yes, fine. Now, in today's world, we have come up across that, not only academic education, but there are many other education talent or courses which can build a beautiful course, a beautiful career.
mm,
So after the observation period, now selection process comes, and selection process always happens. It's called funneling, narrowing down. That should be in the guardians or the parents mind. Am I narrowing down,
mm,
or with opportunity and lot of glitterness of the world, am I increasing the
mm,
uh, avenues for my kid? No, that is not required. After 13 14, they have to narrow down, then the excellency comes. Fine.
mm, mm,
So that should be in parents' mind also. Even kid need to be taught in that way. Let's say now we'll go to career, because we are just in this stage. Fine. Even in this stage, I would suggest you another day, another session can be done only for one phase, because then I can go
Right.
more deeper. Correct. Right now, today is just
Yes.
the
Yes.
junctions, as I say.
Sure.
So after that, the age 16, 18, 20, basically 18, 20 is the selection time of which
Mm,
subject I want to take on my shoulder,
mhm,
to either basically call, making of for bread and butter, or to
mhm.
pursue the passion. Fine.
Right.
Here, two things to remember. One is inherent talent, which we have seen. Out of two, three, we have narrowed down. Last narrow down should be maximum two. If it is more than that, decision making is tough. So narrow down should be done in 4 to 5 years. Last two options should be decided depending on the need of the world in next 5, 10, 20, 25 years, the decades. We have to see the history of the particular subject or the path, and what may happen in future. For that, with a lot of experienced people, either the candidate, student, or the kid or their parents should talk and discuss, gather information, just to take a right decision, if that is happening. Now, sometimes you can say that, some people are not very careeristic. They don't want to earn money. Just want to do that, work for that particular subject. Beautiful. Be with it. Only don't expect. There you have to make the kid or the candidate understand, and there is no market need right now. You will not get financially success in this. But if that makes you happy, go for it. What's wrong? Correct, go for it. But need to understand that this will not give me that financial or commercial success which maybe other subject may give. It depends in one to one. That is where the career counseling comes. That is a junction. Now let's say selection, sorry, path or subject decided, and
Mm-hmm.
after finishing that particular study, now to you have to enter to the professional and commercial world.
Right.
Usually, if person is having only one option, so there is no option to select that and go for. Don't waste time, obviously, because universal
Mm-hmm.
laws are there. If it came to you, there is no other option, start it. Don't waste the time for any young person. If
Mm-hmm.
there are multiple options to select in the same subject or same particular I would say avenue,
Mm-hmm.
the selection should be based on the how much expansion opportunity for that particular role he or she will have, rather than the pay package, rather than the location where they are getting. No, those should be omitted. And because this is the time where he or she will implement the learned knowledge from academic to professional career, fine. Here he or she need to unlearn many things and relearn. So more the
Right.
opportunity they have, that's the best foundation of a career for a kid. Fine. A kid, or right now they're professionals. And this phase will be between 3 to 5, 7 years time. By the time 7 years, uh, that person would be entering to the mid career. 7 to
Mm-hmm.
10 we say mid career. 10, 12 plus is a senior career. This time,
Correct.
I suggest all professionals to look for a good mentor. It could be your immediate boss. It could be boss of the another department, but you know and understand that he kind of holds hand, correct, to
Mm-hmm.
teach, to help to learn. That kind of people are there, not many, I would say. So look for a
Mm-hmm.
mentor, because early career, if you get a good mentor and learn soft skills, then you implement your practical life. That's it. Then
Mm-hmm.
career will have no limit. Basically, sky is the limit. Early career, this is very important. Look for it. And this early career, you have to learn from your seniors around what they do, how they think, and why they are in that senior position than me.
Mm-hmm.
Not only just follow the task day to day, but their soft skills. Because as without any software, computer cannot run. So without soft
Mm-hmm.
skill, the hard skill would never excel or blossom. This time,
Correct.
I suggest all professionals.
Correct.
Now,
So actually, the
please,
point
please.
is the point that we are, we have actually crossed three junctions. So first, we need to understand the talent which is there, or the
Mhm.
God gift or nature endowment that we call it. The endowment plan. We need to
Hmm.
first understand if your
Hmm.
child or anybody's, offspring or whosoever we are talking about at the early stage. And
Correct.
only the parents role, teachers role, etc., is just to guide that talent and give them the proper understanding in terms of decision taking, so that
Hmm.
they themselves own up to their decisions. So this
Hmm.
may be in the early stage of life, and help them, means in terms like, it is very easy to say it is your life, you take your decision, or it is my life, I'll take my decision. But the
Hmm.
ability to take a decision is to be, because the more experience we have, like suppose today if we are sitting in a same room and we are looking back in our life, maybe 20 years, 30 years back, we
Hmm.
might like to do something else, we might like to rewind something else, edit something, change
Hmm.
something. But this is not possible, because
Hmm.
we went through that process already. So whether the decision that you are, taking, whether that will be suited to you best, I won't say that will be 100% suited, but because
Hmm.
people also say you take a decision and make it right.
Hmm.
But it comes like whether the effort to be given to make the decision right to be minimized, we need to have a proper decision taken based on the talents.
mm,
And parents and as well as teachers, and guides, counselors like all of us, has the major responsibility just to give them that anecdote as to where your correct process lies, how you are
mm,
taking this decision and what. So
mm,
maybe that would be the second junction that we were discussing.
mm,
And the third that you talk, once you have the quality, sort of qualification already imbibed in terms of the path that you have already taken, then comes your
mm,
commercialization, maybe commercialization of your knowledge, so that
mm,
you earn your bread and
mm,
choose wisely and choose whatever is thrown up to you, because maybe what it would turn out to be something that you
mm.
wouldn't regret. But whether or not you want to do again, that quality of decision making will come into play, and the
Agreed.
and the process in which your mid career is going, in that process maybe you would love to have a mentor, as you rightly
Mm,
pointed
mm,
out.
mm, mm.
And
Very important.
Shivashish, I would request to, this is very important, because there won't be a crisis afterwards, because you
Mm,
won't be to a different domain wherein the ills of professional life should not be carried forward. So
mm,
that's the role of, you should be learning from the mentor.
mm,
So
mm,
identify what are the things that we should be looking into. I think this is a very concept that we need to delve more, and
mm.
there should be another sort of a episode on this,
No,
wherein
no,
we
definitely.
understand, because we are all have been part of this corporate world, we know what happens now.
Correct.
Maybe when we entered, we were not aware of it, but with
Mm,
experiences we have seen, and now it is high time that it has to be discussed, because you
mm,
see,
mm,
nowadays office politics, these things were taboo in our in our early days. We never used
mm,
to think on those lines, but it has now become part and parcel of this thing,
mm,
and it affects your career. It affects your
mm,
career, affects or has a impact on what you are doing, your productivity, etc. So as long as we are, sir, as long as we are sheltered in our home, it is the parents and the teachers and the counselors who can take a sort of help the child or the candidate take
mm,
certain decisions in
mm,
certain things that you already have
mm,
highlighted. But
mm,
once he is on his own, we need to equip that person to actually understand as to what he's facing and what are the पिक्चर सबको दिखता है, बट
mm,
पहले
mm.
सबसे पहले अगर हम लोग दिखा देते हैं, और
Correct, correct,
उसके
correct,
बाद अगर डेवलप करेंगे, तो मे बी दैट वुड बी अ बेटर वे,
correct.
to progress. So that is where we are currently, and so
Mm-hmm.
we have already identified two or three more portions in which we can take up separately. So,
Yes,
sir,
yes, yes.
once mentor is there, you can then take it forward. So that is my understanding. What I understood. If I'm wrong, please correct me,
No,
sir.
no, definitely, definitely. See, as we know, if the first pillar is not strong, the second or third floor would not be strong enough. So we have to go back and relook the first, second, third steps.
Mhm.
As you said, observation. There is a time, don't touch kids, let them blow, but observe lightly. Then deeper observation. Then selection, narrow down process, funneling. Then
Mm,
comes decision
mm,
making of final path. Then entry level.
right,
Fine. But here, one thing,
right.
those who are taking decision, if it is not the candidate, please
Mm,
need to identify self, who a
mm.
teacher, guide, or parent, that am I eligible to take the decision? If not, I will go to some eligible person to take that decision. If not,
What do you
then
mean
let
by
the
eligible?
eligible.
What do you mean by
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Now, how to identify who is eligible to take a decision?
right?
You will see, uh, not in commercial world, but throughout this journey, that particular one boy or girl or candidate has been
Mhm.
influenced by some third person to an extent,
Right.
percentage wise. There will be influences. So if there is
Yes.
no other area, get that person's suggestion first. Obviously,
Mm,
third party cannot come and take a decision in someone's family and life, don't want to, but talk to them.
mhm,
And then, final decision, I would love always to leave it to the candidate, because they have grown up. We have nurtured them to know how to take right decision. Take decision. If you fail, don't worry. This is early age. You again have a
mm,
another chance to take a second, third decision, but without imposing a
mm,
decision from no,
mm.
because I'm parent, I'll take a decision of your career or path. Should not be. Candidate can take,
Right.
be with them. If they're failing, okay, fine, get up again. We'll do it. That's much better, because if third
Mm, mm,
person's decision imposed on the candidate or the kid, and
mm,
then they fail, then
mm.
their psychology goes into vain, into water. If they take decision, they fail. They know, okay, I have failed. I have to again show. Just
Right.
be little emotional support. They will stand up again. Doesn't matter what. Right.
The,
Observation. Now information. What is called overwhelm of the information. Today's information is fine, and we're into AI. So with one sentence, you'll get 5 pages of information, which is too much about everything.
right.
How to keep uh, our candidates or kids away from that side effect, that need to know, because
Mm,
this entire phase from 7
mhm,
to 10 till 20 years, this is going to be very, very challenging, very challenging. Earlier it
right.
used to be any neighbor or any other student in the class, if they're not good, they will get
Mm,
influenced. But nowadays it's not
mhm.
only the kids around, it's just a mobile. And
The
here,
yes, yes.
yeah, here
Please.
I'll give a very practical solution, which I have also applied to my
Mm,
kids. That let them ask
mhm,
questions. They will ask.
mm,
Always don't give answer to them directly if it is not relevant to the life
mhm,
immediately or future, because that is called no, information overburden. Kids will have want to know many things after that 12, 13 age. Start questioning why you want to know this. If it is not
mm,
required for you today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, even 5 years, that information of no use. That should go in dustbin.
mhm,
So do you want to
mhm,
make your brain dustbin, or keep it clean, keep the real things there, and get the result? So answering to them is not always good. Question them back. If you know, if you really need it today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I will find the answer and come back
mm.
to you. If not, don't give unnecessary information. They will learn that all information in the world is not required to become excellent.
Correct.
Not required. We don't need to know everything.
Mm,
Ask the right question in the life to get a right answer in the. So we were in the early to mid career.
mm,
I complete the junction, then other session can come. Now mid career, there is a matter. Anyways, you'll enter mid career after 7 to 8 years. But one word
mhm,
is there, complacent. Usually, either kids or the professional, they become complacent. That is the main enemy of that particular phase. It's not company,
mhm,
not pay scale, anything. Because of after a lot of hard work, they earn little money, have little setup in the life. Okay, done. चलो बहुत हो गया अभी इसी में focus. तो
mm,
your growth of excellency ought to reach to that high potential where you could, that
mm.
complacentness, that will be your best enemy that there. Okay, so
Okay, that reminds me actually, in my school, we had
uh,
I'll just take 1 minute.
sure,
Uh,
sure.
we had a very good sort of a quote that used to, we had those bulletin boards and all those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a quote given, everything has changed because your height has changed. So
I
we
said,
never used to,
uh,
yeah, we never realized that, but somehow it kept in my mind. I
mm-hmm.
remembered that quote.
Mm,
Now after so many years, I understand, it's as simple as that. Like if you are, climbing a mountain,
correct.
like suppose if you are traveling to Darjeeling or to any Sikkim, if you're
Mm,
going by vehicle,
mm, mm,
once you start climbing, your height increases. So we go upwards. We
Mm.
suddenly, when we look down the hill, we
Mm.
our view expands.
Correct.
So that is what is experience keeps you going. But you need to understand, like, what I would like to add to what you are saying is something called in situational awareness. So
Mm.
in which situation you are, you have to be very aware of it. You cannot be in a very delusional world. You have to
Correct.
be very aware. You have to be very practical, so
Mm.
that you are aware of your senses, you are aware of your situations, you are
Mm.
aware where you are exactly, so that
Mm.
what strategy you take up, it is based on situational awareness. Otherwise, decision goes wrong.
Correct. Correct. Very
Maybe,
rightly. Rightly said.
many pundits have said, if we come
Hmm.
to this business also, like
Hmm.
when Tata Nano was launched, it did not do well, though it
Hmm.
was a wonderful car,
Hmm.
designed thoroughly, stripped design, मतलब it was
Hmm.
scratch up, scratch से उसको design किया था, and but it did not make, because it was a very visionary product.
Hmm. Hmm. Correct.
I
Correct.
was read some articles in which some people said कि अगर ये यूरोप में पहले लॉन्च किया होता, तो
Hmm.
maybe it could have in India. So you need to have
Customer
this
centness.
awareness, your
Correct.
customer centric, customer awareness, which
Hmm.
is actually playing a very big role in decision making.
Correct. Correct.
So that's what applies to our profession also, our career also, at the mid level, when you are
Hmm.
not a kid anymore. Your parents are not your so-called guide; they are your support system. They are there, but they can only discuss your things, but they won't be able to
Hmm.
give you any sort of a sort of a decision or something like that, help in making. They can give you some anecdotes or give you some situational
Hmm.
awareness. So
Hmm.
if yourself are not aware, then it becomes difficult. So
Correct.
maybe it can be a part of this. So,
Correct.
yes, sir,
Correct. Correct.
please. Sorry, I
Great.
took a lot of
No, no, no. It was a lovely, lovely pause because this kind of element to be added to viewers to understand with from the little different angle. Fine. So yeah. So we were in the mid career. First thing I said, you have to kill the
time.
complacentness. If it is there, there is no need to grow. You cannot. You stay there and just life and that's it.
Mm,
But maybe you have different thing within you which could have gone to different level. It is not about earning money. It is about uh,
mm,
it is about giving back to the industry which knowledge you have gathered,
mm,
experience. Why not? What you will do, keeping that within you, or it will destroy
mm,
or sorry die with you. So a good professional has a responsibility. Whatever experience and knowledge is there to you know see the outcome of it in a real practical commercial life.
mm,
So if that person is not complacent and he keeps learning from top level. Now, mid level, you have to just see what top level thinks, not what top level do.
mm,
Top level means I'm talking about CXO level. Okay, that almost senior most level in organization. So what they do, you will never understand. What they think, if you try to see, that is then you can relate to their task because many times they do something practically. There is a lot of thought behind. Right? Observe them. Don't be complacent. And that particular time, now, from here to there, if somebody wants to grow, need to love people. If you love task, you are not supposed to go to the next level because next level is all about them, not about me. Senior leader
correct,
has to be
correct,
all about them, not about me. If they are doing well, then I'm doing well. If they are not doing well, I'm nothing without team. So that is
right, very right.
what they need to understand. That is next level is about people. If I understand psychology of my each employee, colleague, customers, psychology of stakeholders, what they need, what is, then only they should go for the next level. Moment they start thinking about it, universal law will start giving them the inputs.
Correct.
Little input from you on this particular area. Entering the senior league,
No,
big league.
definitely, definitely. See, it is. I would rather add to what you said.
Hmm.
Obviously, it's always a team. it is not that a single motivational factors, etc. A lot of things come into play in
Correct.
terms of also teaching youngsters about the trade, craft, whatever field you are into.
Hmm. Hmm.
But you have to also be very aware that you are a person who is at that level. Has to be obviously people centric, but has to be hands on.
Hmm.
Sometimes
Hmm.
we try to be on a remote control system, which actually does not has a multiple sort of cascading effect in developing the business. So
Hmm.
you have to be hands on. I'm not saying that you are typing, you are doing something, report writing, not in that sense.
Hmm.
Hands on.
Hmm.
Hands on
Hmm.
means handling the affairs of the business at
Hmm.
that senior level,
Hmm.
in which you have your balance sheet, you have your OPEX, CAPEX, you have your
Correct.
revenue targets, you have your stakeholders, you have your board, you have your customer, everything.
Hmm.
So you have to have hands-on with all of them. Yeah,
Hmm.
there will be separate teams who are handling your affairs on a grassroots level, but at the
Correct.
strategy
Correct.
level and at the above, I mean, at the helm of it, you should be aware of what is happening. Hands-on awareness is what is required. So once you are into that field, into that sort of a mindset, you will be able to, drive that growth, because you are no more. It is just like, once you start, you are actually driving
Hmm.
a front wheel car, which actually
Correct.
pulls you in a
Correct.
team.
Correct. Correct.
Uh,
Correct.
you
Correct.
are to
Correct.
the mid cage, maybe in understanding team, and it's a four-wheel drive. Everybody is driving. You are into that seat. But once you are at the top, you are actually a back-wheel drive vehicle. So you are actually
Hmm.
pushing it. You are no more the front vehicle, no more the front wheel, which is tracing power. You are
Hmm.
actually pushing it, and the direction, obviously, as you have said, because you cannot be rudderless.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is the
Agree.
role
Sure.
that the senior level CXOs are. And this is where actually more thoughts, innovations comes into play.
Obviously. 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 Yeah, that's it right now because each section there are many things to talk. You know, we'll
Mm,
see in future wherever possible. Each section will
correct.
go deep into that section. Lot of
Right.
things to talk because otherwise it will be overburdened total. But this is the junction of a
Right.
career which where we can see the best outcome of God's creation in the professional
Mm,
world. Okay, so that is what
right.
we are there to facilitate. All seniors are there to
Uh,
facilitate. We have not created, neither
correct.
we will do anything. We are there to facilitate. If we do that better, the outcome is always good. There is no question on that. Hmm.
Right, right, right. In fact, Shibashish, it would be great, as a follow-up to this,
Sure.
whatever junctions that we have talked about, if those can be discussed in a more detailed fashion in a, each junction in one
Correct.
of the episodes.
Correct.
So
Correct.
that
Correct.
will be great. I think, the early stage that we have talked about, in which, parents are
Hmm.
guiding,
Hmm.
forcefully guiding. Maybe after
Hmm.
that, the mid-level, in which the self-guidance is more required.
Hmm.
Selection of mentors most
Hmm.
required.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Correct.
then you talk about your self-motivation or self-guidance. So at present you start with parents and your ecosystem guiding you, trying to give you inputs. Then it
Correct.
is more to do with your guidance from your mentors, guidance from your
Hmm. Hmm.
seniors in
Hmm.
your life, and
Hmm.
identifying actually those seniors from whom I should take the guidance.
Correct.
Not
Correct.
all,
Correct.
you have to identify. And then at the next level is your self guidance, because that is the culmination of all that these
Correct.
things are. So please do take out some time,
Sure.
and
Sure.
let
Sure.
us
Sure. Sure.
draw up
It's
a schedule on this,
it's a
so that we
subject
can we
of
can
my like I love this subject. If I have that
right.
experience, it should go to good people through the nice platform you're creating. So let it happen. Let it happen. At least a fortnight session.
Yes, yes. We can
Mm.
continue, and every session, as we are doing in different series, in different levels, we in every episode we come up with new ideas. So every
Correct.
idea is actually to be discussed, to be thrown upon, and it is a request to all our audiences and our friends also to chip in with ideas that you feel
Mhm.
needs discussion, because this platform is for that only. It is nothing forceful. It is just, we discuss so that something, a change, positive change happens in our life. So thank you, Shivashish. Thank you for your time. We'll meet sometime later also. We'll follow. Thank you.